start that recording now. So we have people from Freedom Revolution and also from my team on here. So it's great to see everybody. So you signed up with Plexus and you have a new business, and it's really exciting. And tonight, the focus is, I have some notes off to the side here. My focus tonight is going to be to show you what tools are available to you to help you set the pace and set some goals for you so that you can do really well with your business and go out like a cannon and really get out there and grow your business at the pace that you can grow it at, that you're comfortable with. But certainly we're going to be talking about moving fast tonight and helping you get to that first rank or even the first 2 ranks in the next 30 days. If you're here as a sponsor to somebody, meaning that you have downline that you're here to support and you've already ranked up to those ranks, then that's awesome. And hopefully you can take something away from this for your team as well. So we have big things to talk about tonight. I want to help you goal set, and I want to help you achieve that first goal through support. So the first thing I want to talk to you guys about, and I want you to hold your hand up if you've done this, who has looked up the Rank Up Roadmap? Who has taken a look at that? Oh, nice. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to actually head over right now to the Rank Up Roadmap. So I won't be able to see you guys in a moment, but you'll be able to see everything that's happening. And I'm just gonna, there. So now I'm over. I'm just gonna, Julie, could you please send me a message if you can't see my back office? Because I can't see anybody's faces right now. I guess you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to head over to training, and then I'm going to go to Rank Up Roadmap. Now, we all have this in our virtual back office, and it is new. It's new since convention. We've known it was coming since Super Saturday, and before actually, but we had sort of like a little crash course through it at Super Saturday, which was months ago, and it was finally released during convention. So this, guys, is going to be, no matter what rank you're at, you should definitely go back to the Rank Up Roadmap and go through the lessons. So this is the screen that you're going to get to when you click on it. You can do as much or as little training as once. Please don't feel like you have to do it all at once. We are not going to do all of this tonight. We're going to look at a couple of key points that are going to help you with your goal setting and to get to that goal in 30 days. So here I go, down to silver, okay? And again, no matter what rank you're at, you should be looking at this. So learn what it takes to become a silver ambassador. I'm going to get you guys on your own time to take a look at this video. There's tons of interactive stuff here. It's awesome. So click play. And look through that video. The first thing we're going to look up together is tonight, me +3, because your first rank with Plexus is getting to silver. Silver means you have 3 people signed up with you as ambassadors who are qualified. Qualified means they have 100 in volume, and really and truly, when you sign people up, you want them to have a welcome pack. And I'm assuming everybody on this call had a welcome pack with their first order. Not only does it give you business building tools, but it also sets you up with a cheaper price. And who doesn't want that? And it helps to work against that $34.95. So welcome packs are awesome. Make sure that you sign your person up with the welcome pack. So your first rank is silver. And with that first rank of 3 qualified ambassadors under you, you earn a bonus of $100. And for each welcome pack, you earn a bonus of $25. So right away, with 3 people under you, you earn $175 US, which will pay for that first month of product. So that first month of product is covered. Now, there are things you need to do to keep your product covered, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But that first order of yours will even have a profit off of that, which you'll get a commission on, which is awesome. It's the key to success is getting you to silver as quickly as we can to make sure that you've got that foundation set for your business. And we want to get you there in this 30 days, like I've said, okay? And again, that welcome pack is a really, really important piece to that pie. So the welcome packs are found. You can find them on your team pages. They're listed there for you. They always start out with the triplex because that is our most popular combo. There are 6 in total, and they're very well outlined as you sign up a person on your website. So making sure that you get that welcome pack, very important. But I want to talk to you about something else. And I'm going to go back to our original screen so I can see everybody, because I want to talk to you guys about gold. Gold is the 2nd rank in Plexus. And gold is a really great rank because it means that you've grown a team. When you turn silver, you end up signing up 3 people with you, and that's a wonderful, wonderful start. And what you want to do is train them like this to go out and get 3 themselves. That's what you want to do. Now, we know that not everybody's going to be a business builder. You probably already know that from having had conversations with people, or even just from knowing the world in general. We know that not everybody's going to want to run with this business, right? So, the idea of 3 people signing up 3 people is perfect, but probably not reality, okay? So you're going to want to go out and look for more people. And in that first 30 days, if you can get 20 people to join your team in the first 30 days, I want to tell you what you get. You get something called Fast Start Gold. You get a $250 bonus because that's the normal one for going gold and being bold. But the next bonus you're going to get is $350 on top of the $250 plus all of those $25 bonuses for having signed on people if they're your personally sponsored people. But in looking for people to sign up with you, if you find even one other business builder, just one, they can help you sign up those 20 people. And bam, you're gold. And it happens all the time. And there's no reason that someone on this call couldn't go Fast Start Gold in 30 days. No reason whatsoever. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth about something. It never occurred to me to do this when I was starting. Never even crossed my mind. I wish it had. I wish someone had sat me down and put their hands on my shoulders and said, you could do Fast Start Gold, because I could have. I just didn't realize the goal. So I'm telling you that it's there. I'm telling you that it's real. And in that first 30 days, you could do that. And I'm going to give you some tools on how. I'm not just going to say, okay, go do it. I'm going to give you some tools here in the next few minutes, okay? So don't be shocked and don't think, is she crazy? I'm not going to, well, maybe she is crazy, but you can sign 20 people up between you, maybe just you, but certainly you and a friend, or maybe even 2 friends, or maybe you could even go bigger than gold. But that Fast Start bonus is there for you. And it would be amazing to see somebody on this call do that. So I want to go back. I want to go back to the idea that when you sign someone up, we say personally sponsored. That means you sign them up, okay? And that is wonderful. But remember that you're always looking for business builders. And it's okay to have wholesale customers. We all have them. I have more wholesale customers than I do wholesale business builders. And that's okay. So in order for somebody to be wholesale, remember they need to pay the $34.95, and that also has them join your organization. All right. So how do we find 20 people? How do we find 3 people? How do we find 1 person? You have to talk to people, and you have to reach out to people, and that's called prospecting. Okay. But before we get into that really crazily, I'm going to go back over to Rank Up Roadmap again, because I want to show you that in that training, I got to move you guys over. It's weird. I wonder if I can. Oh, I can. Okay. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. So if we go back over to Rank Up Roadmap, I'm going to just take you down through. And remember, we're unlocking all kinds of amazing training, resources, and personal development tools in this Rank Up Roadmap. So I'm going to go to this one. It's called Create Your Connections List. Okay. It says put a pen to paper and create a list of your friends, your family, your acquaintances, your organizations, people that are in your life that, people that you may see on a daily basis, but maybe you do not. I want to show you something. This is my high school yearbook. Okay. I have 3 of those because I went to high school for 3 years. And I have grown my network exponentially by going to my high school yearbooks. And if you don't have your high school yearbook, all you have to do is look for a few friends on your Facebook, and you'll quickly remember all those high school people. It's really fun to rekindle relationships with them. Add them to your network. People don't think it's surprising at all when you friend them on Facebook. People do it on social media all the time. So if you're having a hard time growing your list, or maybe you're at the point in your business where you think your list has stopped and you don't have any more list, you do. I've had so many lists and I've exhausted them all, and then I just create another one. But I'm going to give you some tips for your list. So go through your phone contacts. Go through your phone contacts and add them to your connections list. I want you to go through, I mentioned your old yearbooks, your social media contacts. So whatever platforms you use, if you're an Instagram user, if you're a Snapchat user, if you're Facebook, if you're Twitter, or even if you're just Facebook, it doesn't matter. Go through your contacts and add those people to your pen to paper list, okay? Divide that list up into two categories, just two. People who you want to be in business with and you would love to do this business with. Like Julie's on this call. Julie and I we sort of locked arms and ran with this together. And I'm just so glad that we did. And it's fun. It's really fun to have a friend to run with, to bounce ideas back and forth with, to support, to ask for support. So go to those people that you would really like to write them down in one category. People who you know could use the products, people who are always on social media talking about energy, or I'm so tired, is it nap time yet, or posting pictures of coffee, or they're energy drink users, or maybe they're on a ton of meds and they have all kinds of issues that you've been reading about that people are off their meds for. Those are the people that you want to reach out to, who need the products, and they could very easily become business partners as well. Now, here's the best part. This is what makes this business work. You knock down the walls of fear and you share your excitement with them. If you don't have your products yet, you may be thinking, well, I can't share anything because I don't know anything. Well, that's not quite true, because you came to the products for something, right? And you're excited to get them. So I'm just going to give you a few ideas in a few minutes here on verbiage for those things. But before I do, I want to talk to you about sort of how to divide up your time. So I'm going to go back over here to the screen so I can see everybody again because it's easier. And okay, so how to use your time well. This is really, really important. I do not spend 40 hours a week on Plexus. I have a day job. I have a job, and I have to focus on my job, okay? I work my Plexus business into some evening hours and into some nooks and crannies of my day. All right, so I'm going to tell you right now that the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. Absolutely. But that doesn't mean time necessarily. It means how you use your time. And if you're doing activities when you're doing your business, that are income producing, that means that these activities will produce money, finances, will pay you back. Okay. So I'll give you some examples of what are not income producing activities, and I'm sure you can imagine what they are. Binge watching Netflix, probably not have been, a big income producing activity. So those are the obvious ones, right? Like the sort of the relaxing things that we might do every night. Maybe you would replace half that Netflix time, or even all of it, with income producing activity. Okay. The other one is, because we're network marketers, we use social media as a vehicle, right, to reach out to people. A big way that people don't do income producing activities is by trolling Facebook. And I don't know about you, but like, I've gone on to do income producing activities. I've been like, oh, cool, squirrel. And I'm got my phone in my hand. So you do that kind of thing. It's normal. That's human. But as much as possible, you want to be using your time on social media effectively. We're going to be on social media anyway. We may as well get paid for it, right? So that's just some little advice for you. And I know that on our team page, we have a income producing activity sheet. It's also on Freedom Revolution. If you've ever belonged to an income producing activity group, abbreviated it's IPA, then you've seen a sheet like this. But I'm going to share my screen. This is very like back and forth tonight. And I'm just going to I got to move you guys again. Your faces are covering my Chrome. There we go. And I'm just going to go to good old Facebook because that's where I'm going to find the file the quickest right now. And I think someone just joined with and they're not muted. If you could mute yourself, that would be amazing. Thank you. Oh, sorry, guys. There we go. Sorry about that, folks. There might be somebody on the call who needs to mute themselves. If that's you. Why didn't that work? There it is. Excuse me, I'm just going to go over and see what's going on here. There, seems to be fixed. Okay. Okay, I think we're finally going to be here, maybe. Gracious. There we go. Sorry, guys. So this is my checklist for daily income producing activity. I did not make this up. I'm completely copying off of somebody else. And that's, right out of the gate, I always talk about that when I do any training, is that this is all stuff that I've really liked that other people are doing who are really successful. So this is an example of daily income producing activity. So the first one here is posting on Facebook at least 3 times a day. And I used to only post 3 times a day, but I post a lot more than that now. But you don't want to just post about Plexus. And if you're just getting started, here's some things that you could say when you're posting, okay? I've just joined this incredible company. I'd love to share all about it with you. My friends have had such great health successes, and I'm looking forward to increased energy. If you don't have to say Plexus, you don't have to say anything about the company at all. You're just creating a little bit of curiosity, and a little bit of, people are just going to want to know what you're talking about, and it's going to create a bit of a stir. And that's all you have to do. And you can just do that one day and just do that one post like that. The rest of your posting can be business as usual. Maybe you're going to post about your kids at their activities and milestones that they're, meeting, a great recipe, anything that you normally would post about. And if you don't normally post, you need to start posting. Okay. And, like I said, brand yourself just with your lifestyle. Okay. And what's going to happen is people are going to like and comment on the things that you do. And you need to, with every like and every comment, you need to go and respond with a private message. If they comment and ask you, what are you talking about? What's going on? Just say, I'm sending you a private message. And send them a private message that talks about, how, what you're doing, that you've ordered these new products and you joined this company and this has happened for this friend and this is why you're doing this. And you're really excited, and ask them if they've tried Plexus before and send that back their way. Okay. So your posting will attract right away. But the other thing you need to be doing is prospecting. Prospecting means you go back to that connections list that I mentioned with the 2 categories, the business and the product, and that you go to those people and you send them a message, okay? And your message could be very similar to what you sent to your person who commented on your post. Could just be, and again, if this was my friend and I was starting my business and I had a friend that I knew I wanted to run with, that I knew I wanted them on my team and I knew that they could just do such an amazing job, I would reach out to them and say, hey, Sally, I am so excited about this new company that I found out about. I've got friends who are doing really well in business. And also, my friend was able to achieve this, this, and this with her health, with these all natural products. Have you heard of Plexus yet? To somebody who I might be prospecting about product, I would say all the same things. And then I would say, have you tried Plexus yet? Have you heard of Plexus yet? Have you tried Plexus yet? There are questions. They require a response. And if you're reaching out to your friend who you know would rock the business with you, they're going to respond to you. Okay? So what happens next is a conversation is going to start. And you may find yourself, if you're brand new, not knowing what to say next. So I'm going to tell you that you need to enlist the help and support of whoever signed you up, or me, or anybody in your sideline. If somebody who you work well with that you've noticed is also on the team, like, hey, buddy from down the street, I didn't know that you were on, Tanya's team or Krista's team or Julie's team or Krista's team, or I said two Kristas because there's two Kristas. There's more than two Kristas. So that is something that, you can do, is reach out to those people. And then when the conversation starts to get uncomfortable for you, you don't pretend to know something you don't yet. You instead engage your upline, so that's your sponsor or their sponsor, and so on. And you say, hey, listen, you know what? I'm so new at this, but my friend Tanya, my friend Monica, my friend Carrie Ann, they really know their stuff. How about we have a conversation together? Don't say sponsor, don't say upline, because that's the technical term, but we are friends on this team. You're asking a friend for help, and you're letting that friend know that you've got a friend who knows. And that's what we do with everything. I couldn't find soccer cleats the other day, so I put a post up on Facebook. Well, one of my friends saw that I needed help. She went to another friend. She said, hey, friend, my friend needs some cleats. And now I have cleats. So you know what? It's exactly the same thing. So then once you have that conversation and once things get rolling, and you're going to come to a point where it's time to close the sale, right? And you can enlist the help of your upline in that as well, or your friend. But once you reach a point, it can happen, and you all know what I'm talking about, where the conversation stops, even if it's your friend. Then you have to let that stop for a while and let them breathe. Okay? Then you can follow up with them in a couple of weeks and ask them, say, hey, last time we spoke, this is where we were at with things. I'd love to answer any additional questions you may have. Have you heard about our new product, the new Slim, or if you haven't talked about it yet, or have you heard about, did you hear that our company had record-breaking sales last month? Anything to kind of get that conversation going. Or if it's a good friend, you can say, hey, how's Johnny's baseball? I heard baseball started last week for the summer run or the summer season. So you want to keep following up with people, keep the conversation going. So posting on Facebook is really important, and reaching out to new people, that's this one. You want to reach out to at least 5 new people every single day. If you really, really want your business to work, you have to do it, and you have to do it consistently. And if you're scared, ask your sponsor. And if you're scared, ask me to send you some videos. I've got some great videos by Diamond ambassadors, Emerald ambassadors, Senior Ruby ambassadors on overcoming that fear, brushing it aside, setting a goal, being focused, and getting to it. So reach out to 5 new people every single day. And you know what? If you have a day where you only reach out to 1, that's okay. Okay. But your goal, your ultimate goal is 5 per day. Now I skipped this because I wanted to talk about this in terms of social media. So you want to friend 3 new people on Facebook every day. And you may think that's hard. I showed you my high school yearbook. I'm on this year, this is 91, so that's the year I graduated. This whole book, all 120 grads of that year, I have sent Facebook requests to the people I could find, right? Because sometimes you can't find people. And I went to a small high school, so I know everybody. That makes a difference. And all the other grades too. I'm working through the books, okay? So that's one way. Another way is that People You May Know app. that you come across after you go down your newsfeed a little ways, there's a people you may know, and you can go in there and there's tons of people that are recommended to you based on your mutual friends. So you can add people there. One thing I would strongly recommend the type of person I would strongly recommend that you add would be other Plexus ambassadors. They're not going to steal your people. They're not going to steal your posts. You're going to get ideas and learn from them, and they're going to learn from you. We are one Plexus. We work together as a large organization, and you will find yourself in a community of people who are going to support you. They're going to help rally your posts, make your posts even more important because they're going to help bump them up in your newsfeed, in their newsfeed, and all of your friends' newsfeeds by commenting positive things about what you're saying, by liking them, by loving them, that sort of thing. So really important to add Plexus people, and they will then begin to add you too as you become visible in their news feeds and so on. That's how this works. It's like a big snowball effect. So definitely add Plexus people. Don't stay away from them because you think that they're going to steal your posts. And if they do, that's flattery. Okay, don't worry about it. And the other thing is, if you have those people on there, you're going to learn from them. Okay. So we talked about all that. Excellent. Now, some things about social media when you're posting. I'm still up at the top, I know. When you're posting, you want to make sure that you are not posting your website. I know people do it, but people will click on your website and they'll see all the retail prices, which is the most expensive, and they're going to run for the hills. You want to have the opportunity to get in front of them, either with a phone call, a coffee date, or even on Messenger if it has to be that way. And you want to be able to explain to them 3 ways to purchase, and you want to be able to present them with the deepest discount, right? So you want to get in front of people as much as possible. So don't post your website. You can send it to them when you get to the point of sale, and they've decided what they're going to do and all that kind of stuff. Don't post costs for the same reason. Even a 7-day trial pack, don't post the cost ever. Have a private conversation with them. When they say, well, how much does it cost when you put up a post about, hey, come join my 7-day challenge? Make sure that you sort of have a private conversation about anything to do with cost. Just say sending you a PM. And sending you a PM tells your audience, ooh, they're going to have a conversation about that. I wonder what that is. And that person's going to get closer to saying, hey, what's up, Buttercup, on your post too. So you want to make sure you do that. One thing I want you to do on Facebook, I just gave you 3 do nots. Do follow Freedom Revolution. Krista provides us with some pretty amazing posting. You got to keep up to it because it comes out pretty fast some days. And I'll tell you, some days I miss some and I have to go back and get them. But do follow those. And if you're on my team, we train, we do trainings on Tuesdays, and right now we're doing every second week. But the opportunity meetings that we're having, there's an opportunity group, Opportunity of Hope. Those are happening every week. That group is growing. We're over 500 right now. That's huge. So all the people that you add to that group are seeing all the in between the meetings postings as well. The testimonials, the product information, the business information, they're getting all of that, the health articles. So make sure that you've got your people on there as you're prospecting. Ask them if you can add them to that page, because sometimes that can be a turning point for people. The other thing is, if people are interested at all, you want to engage them somehow. Our team is rich in doing 7-day challenges. We've got a ton of them going on. I know Melanie's done 2 or 3 in the last little while, Melanie Travers. Barb Duplessis is doing one next week on the 19th. Anybody wants in on those? We all do them together. So if you want to send people to them, do it. And if you're wondering how do I do that? Where do I get the product from? And how do I get it to them in time? Send me a message. I'll help you with that. Okay? Because it's super, super simple, and we'll make sure people have products in their hands and that they can get to that 7-day challenge. Okay? I'm just going to finish up with this IPA sheet for a second. Following up with 2 prospects that you have either dropped conversation with or have ongoing conversations, like they said, oh, talk to me next month, or oh, talk to me in 2 weeks. Those people you have to follow up with. I know I already talked about follow-up, but the fortune with network marketing is in the follow-up. Okay? So make sure you're following up. And you don't have to limit it to 2. You can follow up with 10, 20, whatever you want. if you have a customer, you're going to want to reach out to that customer to check in, ask about what they're noticing. Maybe it's about finding out where their product is and how long it's going to be before it gets to them. If you have an active ambassador, meaning an ambassador that, they have product going through their website, meaning their own product, they can just be a customer / ambassador. You're going to want to reach out to that ambassador, if you have one, and see how they're doing, ask them how they're feeling. And every once in a while, it wouldn't hurt to ask them, what, do you want to get your products paid for? I can help you do that. I can show you how to do that. And then you've got another business builder. Okay. And then this one says, reach out to an inactive ambassador. So maybe you have signed somebody up and they didn't get a convenience order, which everyone should have a convenience order. But maybe they didn't get one. And, they didn't order product the next month. Okay. What you want to do is you want to catch them before that month is up and say, hey, Sally, I noticed that we're getting around that time, you're going to be out of product. Excuse me. Why don't you let me help you get your convenience order turned on? And that helps that inactive ambassador, A, get their convenience order on, and B, make sure they stay in product. The longer we are taking these products, the better we feel. You guys, if you haven't experienced it yet, you're going to. These products work. And that's why people are so passionate and crazy excited about it. Okay. So that takes me to, no, we already talked about time, talked about if you have an hour, right? So if you have 1 hour to spend on your business, okay, and this is what I'm going to leave you guys with before we roll over to something else. If you've got 1 hour to spend on your business, I want you to spend 18 minutes, 18, on things like the Rank Up Roadmap, going on YouTube and watching a video of a jewel who's speaking on a topic that you want to learn about. Spend 42 minutes on your income producing activities. So if you've got an hour, you're going to do 30% on your training and 70% on your income producing. Your training will come over time. Okay. So don't feel like you have to know everything to do this. You do not have to know everything to do this. That's the beautiful part of this business. You've got so much support. And with a click of a mouse, you can go into your Rank Up Roadmap and learn about something. Or you can, if it's a quick answer you need, you go to your sponsor, you go to your sideline, you ask for help. It is so feasible that you can go silver, go gold, and get to that goal that you're going to set. So, okay. So I would love to start a goal setting IPA accountability group for all the people who are on this call. And I am going to write your name down. And I think I'm friends with every single person on this call, maybe not. And if I'm not, friend me after this call, okay? And we will make sure that you get in that group. So I can't see everybody's face, and that's okay. You can just comment in the chat after. I would love to know, and actually, Julie, could you keep track in the chat box for me of who, thank you, just so that I don't have to do that part. So if you'd like to be in the accountability group, all it means is that there will be training posts that'll be posted, or just like inspirational things to get you through your day with this IPA, a spot for you to ask questions, that kind of thing. Who is interested in being in an accountability group whereby you every day would just check in and get some extra sort of bonus love throughout this next 30 days? Just show me your hand. You don't have to say anything. Who wants to be in the group? Okay, got you, Erica. Thank you. Monica, got you. Anybody else want to be in the group? Crystal, Holly, Vicky. Vicky, can you comment in the chat what your last name is for Julie? Thank you. Who else would like to be in there? I think Julie's getting those other ones. Okay. So I've got Erica, Monica, Krista, Holly, and Vicky. Show of hands, and Velvet. I think I see Velvet. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Velvet. Gotcha. Excellent. So that accountability group is not going to cost you any more time in your day than what we just talked about. It's more going to be a spot for you to check in to say, yeah, I got it done. And there's going to be a post every day with, here's a challenge that we face at the beginning, and some information about that challenge where people can comment down below as to, questions that they have or that kind of thing. And also at any point, people can, and this will be all explained in the pin post at the top of the group, anybody can ask a question at any time in that group, and we can rally around each other and help each other out in supporting the answers for that. And like you, if I don't have the answer, I'm just going to go up and I'm going to find out if I don't know. Okay? Because I'm not scared of not knowing stuff. I've experienced that. We have so much support. Like, this company is incredible. I approached a girl that I graduated from high school with about the business, and she went in to look at the back office and all of that. We had a Zoom together and we looked at my back office. I showed her what was there, and her mind was blown. And then I found out she was a consultant for Hootsuite. I don't know if you guys know what Hootsuite is, but it's a social media platform all of its own that allows people to post on multiple platforms at the same time so that they can be out and about pounding the pavement in a physical way. Okay. So basically this Hootsuite does all the work for them. She's a consultant for them. She said, we don't have this kind of support, and we're a social media platform. So we have great support. We have great back office support and training. And it's just such an amazing time to be with this company. Like, I really, really, really wish for all of you in the next 30 days to hit your goal. And I really, really think that if you're just starting out, you should go for gold. You should go for Fast Start Gold. You should get it. I really do. And whether you're on my team or somebody else's team, I don't care. Reach out to me. I love to help, and I will ride that wave with you. Okay? So don't be shy to do that. All right. So what I'm going to do is, wow, that wasn't even 45 minutes. I'm really excited. So there's probably stuff I didn't talk about that you were hoping I would talk about. Oh, wait, sorry, right. There is one thing, but it won't even take me to the 45 minutes. Product. So when I started my business, I started for the products. When I joined Plexus, I joined for the products. And I thought the business sounded really cool and stuff, but I was like, whatever. When I decided to go with my business, I did product training. I sat on my couch every night and I watched every video I could find about product. And I do know a lot about the products because of that. But I don't need to know that about the products. People don't ask me. Well, actually, I had one lady ask me where every single ingredient was sourced in the triplex, but only one in the entire time that I've been with the company. People want to know what the benefits are. They want to know that they're safe. They want to know a few talking points about each product. So you don't need to know everything. And by attending the Opportunity of Hope meetings every week, you're getting the core product training right there. So when I present about those products every week, that core product training is right there. Krista's presenting about the business every week. That's a bit of business training for you. Suzette talks about the culture and the community of Plexus. So for your fun people, your party people, your data collectors, your business people, it's all covered. And it's good training for you as well. Okay. In terms of product on our team, because of the new products that we have and because things are changing and we have so many new people, we are going to have a product training where we have like a virtual sip and see just on our team very shortly. I'll let you know when that is. And remember, I said virtual. We don't all have to go to somebody's house. It'll be done online. Okay. So what I'd ask you to do, if we all unmute ourselves right now, we're going to get a whole bunch of feedback. So what I'd like to do is open up the floor. Don't be shy. If you have a question, I really want you to ask it because you're going to be one of many people who have the same question. Okay. So I think somebody might have a question. Taylor's hand's up. Is your hand up, Taylor?
That's Jill. Jill, you might have to unmute yourself, do you?
I mute. There she goes. Hey, Jill.
Hey, I don't think I had a question. I'm not sure what I hit.
You raised your hand, girl.
I raised my hand? This is amazing, but I don't have a question.
Okay, perfect. Thank you for coming. That was funny. Does anybody, oh, come on, guys. I know you have questions. Like it can be like, what if this happens question. It could be anything. Vicki, do you have a question? Oh, You're muted. Sorry. Start again.
Sorry. I think I'm bombarding the people with too much information at first.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm not getting feedback. Like, what's a really good, like, how much information should you be putting in Messenger, right? Like, because everybody doesn't want to talk on the phone. So
Yeah.
I'm encountering that.
Okay. So this is what has worked for me. And this is like, and it took me a while to stop. Like we talk about puking Plexus, right, on people, because you're excited, you want them to know everything. I think the main idea is that you need to really read through the questions they ask and only answer what they ask you. So for example, if somebody says to me, what are the benefits of the triplex? I'm not going to talk about every probiotic strain. I'm not going to talk about, what magnesium does for us as a ingredient all by itself. I am going to focus on the triplex as a whole. I'm probably going to send them the clinical studies because I'm going to want them to know how legit this is. And then I'm going to ask a question back to them. So once I've had that conversation, like where I've sent them this information, I just say the triplex is for our gut health. It's directly related to our mental health, our immune system, and so on. And I'm going to say, listen, I'm going to send you some clinical studies on how the triplex has absolutely been beneficial for people. We have proof, and so on. So that's what I do. And then I ask a question at the end. I ask, do you have gut health issues based on what I've told you so far? And the person's probably going to come back with yes, because most of us do. And then if they come back with, well, I'm not really sure, then I give them more information about gut health. Like I talk about all of the symptoms of, fatigue and bloating and feeling yucky after you eat and skin issues and so on and so on. So I would send that to the person next, then come back with another question. Do you have any of these symptoms? And most people say yes. And it's at that point that I would say, you know what, I would love to talk to you more about these products, but I really can't effectively do that here on Messenger. If I want to effectively do this, I really would love to talk to you about it. Do you have time for a 15-minute conversation tomorrow at 8:00? So you're not really giving them any sort of choice. Do you understand what I mean? Are you still there? Maybe I puked Plexus on Vicky.
No, you didn't. I was writing and muted. Thank you. That's great.
And I always ask people, like, I'll say, or like, if I sense a vibe that maybe that's going to be too pushy, I might say something like, I'm available tonight at 8 or at 9 or something like that. So you give them an either or.
Okay. And you mentioned clinical studies. Where do we find those?
You can see those in your back office under shareables.
Shareables? Okay.
Yep. The shareables are incredible. There's a little down tab in there. Actually, I'll take everybody back there right now. There's a little down tab in there. Hang on. Your faces are all over my Chrome and I can't open it. This worked earlier. Okay, there we go. Where do we go? So if we go to tools and then shareables, these shareables have absolutely blown up my business too. Like it's so much quicker for me to find stuff. And that pink drink, the new Plexus Slim video, I've shared that a million times. So I go to products under the categories here. I go to products, and then under products, every single product that we have that's a major product, like the Vital Biome, the X Factor Plus, all the way down. Let me see what's at the bottom here. Hang on. Yeah, the blocks there, everything is here actually. Yeah, everything's here. So there's shareables for all those products, but specifically, like, for example, here's the clinical results here for the triplex. You can share that with people. The easiest way to share this stuff, by the way, if you wanted to share a video, go to this little linky thingy. Looks like a little chain link thing. Click on that, and it's going to bring up a bigger version of that video. Then right-click it and copy link and thumbnail. That's what you want to do. And then you can send that link to somebody and they can see it. I would be careful about, like, if you wanted to post this on your timeline, something like this, then I would just know that it's going to take people back to your website. That's all. But I do share it privately with people. And I just let them know that it's a video that they can watch. And no one has ever said, oh, I went to your website. Like, I don't think it's noticeable that way. But yeah, so you just go to, again, you go to your tools, then shareables. And if I go back there again, our summer catalog is there. You can download it and have that to share with people. You can save it to your computer. And if I go back to products again, this is the home page of shareables. If I go back to products, the information sheets are excellent for every single product. And there's an ingredient glossary in there. So your data people, your people who need to know about every ingredient, or they just need to read stuff, you're going to send them stuff like that. And again, you just click on the link and you can actually download it. Oh, that didn't work very well, did it? It's weird. No, actually for this, you just click anywhere on it. That's right. That's just the videos. You have to do that. And you can download the PDF and you can save it to your computer, or you can just go back and get it every time if you want to, whatever. And then you can share it with people. So quite often when I have people who are like, just send me something to read, this is what I send them. And there's one for every single product. So that's new as well. And I love that feature. Those shareables are our friends. So if you want speaking of educating yourself on product, if you're going to spend your 30% on training, I would go to your back office, always go to Rank Up Roadmap or go to those shareables because they're really valuable.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anybody else have questions tonight?
No questions, but I'm excited. We got a pile of names for the IPA group.
Yay! Yay! That's awesome. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is, guys, there was one final thing, right? Okay, so sorry I squirreled because I got excited because that's what I do. I want to talk to you about something called Leaders Retreat. I went to Leaders Retreat last year. Julie qualified for Leaders Retreat last year. Barb Duplessis went to Leaders Retreat last year. And Barb didn't start her business until May. Okay? We're only just ahead of May. Leaders Retreat is a pampering trip. It is a thank you from Plexus for working your business hard and you earn that trip to go on it. Seriously, it's a pampering trip. There's like maybe 4 hours of meetings, which basically consist of people getting really excited about announcements and drinking Slim. Okay. And there's always an inspirational speaker. Like we had Carrie Wilkerson last year. She also spoke at convention in Vegas a few weeks ago. And they really pull out all the stops. They have this huge Halloween party. You stay in a luxury resort. Monica, you were there last year. It's a really amazing time. They just like, it's incredible. Like the price on my room was over $1,000 a night that I stayed in last year. I didn't pay a cent for that room. You get swag. You just get treated like royalty, really. And you get to meet other people just like you who are just as excited about the company. So it really fuels your fire. I came back just so pumped from Leaders Retreat. And I really and truly earned that in 3 months. And you have 3 months to earn it. I earned it in 3 months. Nothing I did before that 3 months counted. It only starts June 1. So to get to Leaders Retreat, you earn points based on people that you sign up either as ambassadors or as customers. Okay. You earn 10 points for every ambassador that you sign up with a welcome pack. Once again, welcome packs are important. You earn 10 points for every preferred or retail customer who has 50 PV personal volume on their order or more, of course. So the 10 points right there for those 3 types of things. You can also earn points for the personal volume you have going through your own account. So the products that you buy and the products that your customers buy brings you personal volume, and you can actually earn points on that volume as well. if you want to sit down and look at that Leaders Retreat points, go to your sponsor or ask me, and I'll show you how easy it is in terms of accruing points. Okay. And if you're going with this 30-day goal and you've got it in your mind and you see the goal and don't allow anything to interrupt it, just believe it, go with it, be positive, use your network, use your support systems that you have in place. If you go Fast Start Gold, you're going to Leaders Retreat. Period. And if you've already ranked up to silver and you're thinking, oh, I can't get Fast Start Gold. Okay, maybe you can't get the bonus, but you can still start your own goal of Fast Start Gold and get there. So that's what I'm doing. I want to run my business that way. I want to get that kind of business growth in the next 30 days. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I have been since June 1st. And it's looking good. And all I'm doing is what I'm asking you to do. That's it. I'm not doing anything different. I don't have any magic firework thing out back. I just do the daily income producing activities. And I don't allow negative, yucky thoughts to enter. And I believe that I'm going to get there. I'm choosing this path. So are there any questions now about Leaders Retreat or?
Where is Leaders Retreat?
Oh, thank you. It's in Orlando. It's at Disney.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's Universal and Disney have partnered with Plexus to do this. It's pretty amazing. Yeah. Pretty amazing. Are there any other questions on the call? Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys homework. Okay, so your first order of business, I'm going to start the accountability group tonight, and I am going to, as a file, I'm going to add that daily income producing activity sheet so you can save your time. You don't have to go digging in anybody's team pages. I'm going to put it there for you. I want you to get that sheet. I want you to print it off, and I want you to print 30 of them. You're going to need one for every single day and for the next 30 days. Okay. And I want you to start that activity as soon as possible. I know some of you may be heading out to a night shift, or maybe you've got you've got kids, or you've got something else on the go, but start it as soon as you possibly can. And tomorrow will be day 1 of 30. Okay. And again, you can look for daily inspirationals. You're going to look for all kinds of things, but that's also for you to post. So please don't wait for me to maybe hit something that you're looking at. Don't be shy on there. Be bold. Just jump in, ask a question. You're probably going to save someone else a ton of time by being the one to ask the question. Okay. Awesome. Well, thanks a million, guys, for jumping on. If there's no more questions, I'm going to end the meeting.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks, guys. Have a great night.